Welcome to Triple H, also known as the Central Hip Hop Hour on the Beat 101.1, where we talk all things R&B and hip hop.
We're back again with another tournament bracket challenge. Last time we did Kendrick Lamar versus Sir Kanye West. This time we're going in the trap direction. We're talking about two of the most notorious, influential trap artists of all time. We have Future and we have Young Thug.
Two, I mean, I would say like the GOATs of Atlanta.
Yeah.
I remember seeing, I think it was a 21 Savage interview, and he was talking about just Atlanta and the people like that live there. And he says that to them, like, they think Future's like the biggest artist ever, like
in the whole world.
They don't even know that Drake is so popular. Like, they think Future is the one, and I'm sure it's that same exact thing with Young Thug. So, yeah, like the GOATs of ATL, pretty much.
Yeah, they just have a massive, massive influence on pretty much every other trap artist you hear has things that they're pulling from these two guys. Whether it's like Travis Scott, whether it's Gunna, whether it's Lil Baby, like everyone has a little bit of inspiration from them in some way. And even artists that are outside of trap and even outside of hip hop have been influenced by these two guys. Even just in the production that they use, super, super important for hip hop. So we're gonna be putting them head to head against each other. This isn't really to see who's the better artist, but just to see how the bracket plays out. We picked 12 songs from each of them that are what we think some of their best, some of their most popular, trying to pull from different eras for them, I guess. Just for a good representation of both of their catalogs, but we'll see how it plays out.
We only did 12 songs each, so like we missed a lot of good songs. I mean, both of them especially have just dropped so many songs. They've been at it since like the early 2010s. So
it's hard to capture it all.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. And they also have a lot of like collab albums. Like there was Relationship by both of them on their collab album, and I wanted to put it in for both of them, but you know, I just had to have to
leave that out because you know, whose song is it really? They both do a great job on it. So yeah, it is what it is. There's a lot of collabs between them. We had to leave out, but yeah, let's see who's the champion for today. Which song? So starting out, we have Halftime by Young Thug and Solo by Future.
Yeah, these are two. I wouldn't say like older. I mean, I don't know. It depends on how you look at it, but. Halftime was off of Barter 6, I believe. And yeah, it's a great song. I really like it. I think he has great flows throughout it. Solo, what's that off? I know it's that, I think it's that 2019.
It's off Hendrix.
Yep. Yeah, and again, I think both of these are great songs, but...
I Halftime, honestly, has never really been my favorite off of Barter 6. I don't really know why. I do like it, but I just think there's other things off of there that I more like lean towards. So honestly, this isn't that hard for me. I'd go Solo. I feel like that's such a heavy hitter compared to Halftime, at least from my perspective. I don't know. How do you feel about it?
Yeah, I think I'm going to agree with you. I think I might lean a little bit more Halftime here, but it's like, I don't really feel strongly about either song here. I've never been a huge fan of either one. Like, not that I've never been a huge fan, but I just, like, I don't know them as well as I know some of these other ones. And I don't feel as passionate. So, yeah, Solo it is here.
I feel like the beat on Solo is pretty iconic. So you got to get, I feel like Solo kind of gets it for the beat.
Yeah.
Almost.
Yep, I agree.
Yeah. All right, next up we have F Cancer.
Also known as Boosie.
Yep. And then we have Like That by Future.
Yeah. This one, for me, is a lot more of a heavy hitter. I really like both of these songs.
Yeah.
I feel like they both have that kind of same vibe almost. Like, it's just, like, both of them just really going at it. There's great features. We see one from, obviously, Kendrick Lamar on Like That.
Yeah.
And Quavo on F Cancer.
Both bringing a lot of energy.
Yeah. I will say, I think the Quavo feature is better than the Kendrick Lamar feature.
That's crazy.
Just in terms of the song. I've talked about this before. I think Kendrick goes crazy on Like That. He does a really good job, but I just don't think he fits with the vibe of the song. Like, when I listen to that beat and Future's performance on it, like, I don't want to hear Kendrick like going like he did on it. I just wasn't a huge fan of that to me. Quavo's feature was incredible on F Cancer. I think his best feature he's ever had. And I don't know. There's something about how, like, I love how the way it starts. It's like, Cancer, shout out to Boosie.
Mm-hmm.
And I just always, like, I don't know. I'm a huge fan, so I'm going to go F Cancer here.
Yeah, I mean, I like F Cancer, but I'm going to have to disagree with you on Like That. And I do understand where you're coming from, because it is pretty unconventional for a Future song. But I think that's what makes me like it so much. Like, it stands out in the rest of his catalog because, I mean, I think the beat itself is very unique.
Yeah.
Just with the sample chop that Metro Boomin did on it. But I don't know. Like, I feel like Future and Kendrick have a surprising amount of chemistry together in a way that is, like, interesting. Like, they're not like blending together like vocally, but I think together on a track they made for a very full, very interesting song, and they carried a similar kind of energy despite having very different, like, performance styles. So I don't know, like, I especially like the beat better on Like That, but I also just think the rapping's better on Like That as well. Are we gonna have to bring out the coin flip for this one?
We might have to. I don't know. Like That is a good song.
I think it's a great song.
Yeah, great song.
Amazing song, even.
The beat is iconic on it. I always, like, it's catchy, but I don't know. I have this love for, I can't say a love for Cancer, but
a love for F Cancer.
Yeah, a love for the hating of Cancer and in Thug's support for Boosie.
Mm-hmm. It really tugs at your heartstrings a little bit,
Yeah,
friends supporting a friend.
I know, it's crazy. That's just like an Atlanta song.
Yeah.
Quavo feature, Thug song, Boosie subject, I guess.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm trying to pull up the coin flip. Okay, here we go.
Heads is Cancer.
Okay.
Tails is
All right, let's flip it.
Dawn.
All right, Tails, we're going with Like That. The odds are in my favor today. Sorry, man. I'm sorry.
Yeah, what's up with this?
The coin was too powerful.
What's up with this? You get the first two picks.
I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. All right. Well, I'll kneel to you at some point today.
Okay. Pause.
All right. Pause. Okay. let's go on to Go Crazy versus Low Life. We have Weekend feature on Low Life.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think of that?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's a pretty good song. I feel like I need to be more specific than pretty good for every single one.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Yeah, it was pretty good. It's an iconic song. I won't lie.
Yeah.
I think it's one of those songs me and my friends have always mentioned as like our toxic boys song, because it's just like, yeah, I'm out here just getting a lot of girls and enjoying myself and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And I think, like, I definitely have listened to it in those times of need, but Go Crazy to me, I know it's kind of a radio hit, and I don't know, maybe I'm an NPC for enjoying it, but I've thrown it on quite a few times when I'm driving. I don't know, it's just such a chill song. Chris Brown has a really good, like, I don't support the things he's done in his past, but
yeah,
he's really good on this song, and I love Thug's, like, singing on this. It's not even like a sing, it's a sing, but like
it's his own version of singing.
Exactly. Yeah. And I don't know, it just like scratches my brain. But what are your thoughts on the two?
Honestly, I could go either way here. I like both songs. I think they're both like kind of like catchy, like radio songs almost. I might be a little inclined towards Low Life just because I've heard it more, but I'm not really like passionate either way. So I'll let you take the pick on this one.
I'm gonna go Crazy.
Okay.
Here.
and I'm not gonna go crazy about that.
Next is Oh You Went. That was off of his album in 2023. I'm really bad with the names of albums. Business is Business. It just snapped into my head. And then Life is Good, which was a single.
Yeah, and these both have Drake features on them.
Yeah, both of them. That's why we matched them up first round. And to me, I love both of these songs. I've listened to them both a ton. They both, especially when they first dropped, I listened to them a lot. But Life is Good to me was like a different level when it first dropped. Drake goes crazy on it. Their chemistry, every time that they had a song, have a song together, I'm so sad that they maybe aren't on good terms anymore. I've heard they reconciled. Yeah, I have too.
I don't think their beef was like as deep as something like a Kendrick versus Drake.
Yeah,
I think
definitely
it was more just like on the disagreement level. But yeah, they have so much chemistry together. I mean, they have a whole collab album, Future and Drake, and yeah, they cook tremendously on every song they have together. I think definitely more chemistry than Young Thug and Drake have. So yeah, I'd definitely go Life is Good here.
Yep.
I don't think it's really a contest. Oh You Went is pretty good, but
yeah, Life is Good. It was just
crazy.
Iconic.
The beat switch, everything.
The music video, it was a great time.
Yeah.
Just a random outburst real quick. I saw on TikTok today, I stumbled upon, it was like a Drake hating TikTok. I don't know if you know Pipe Down off of Certified Lover Boy, but it was that beat, and then this girl like made fun of it and was like, when the beat's fire but Drake starts rapping, and someone in the comments was like, yeah, like he ruins Sicko Mode and Poetic Justice.
Oh wow.
It was probably the most disgusting comment section I've ever seen. There was someone that was like, oh, I can't even listen to Passion Fruit. I'm so thankful that some girls have covered it, because Passion Fruit's just, it was the most insane comment section I've ever seen. Like, it was just, I've talked literally 2 podcasts or 2 radio shows ago where I was like, oh, I don't understand how it's possible to hate. Like, yeah, I don't know. It's just so crazy to me that, like, Sicko Mode, he said Travis Scott made Sicko Mode. Like, Drake was
ruined
bad
Sicko
on it.
Mode. That's wild.
That Travis carried it.
Yeah, and I don't think Sicko Mode would be the song it is without Drake on it.
No.
I mean, Travis still does a great job, but
yeah,
still,
of course. But that was just such a frustrating. There is no way you listen to that song and think, yeah, Drake is ruining this song. Travis does his best to carry it.
Yeah,
it just made me mad. He was like, oh, it's the beat switch is the only reason it got popular. Like, it was the first beat switch ever made.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. That just, we can go to the next one now, but
that's wild. Yeah. Come on, guys. We don't need to hate on Drake this hard.
I know. I get it. He's corny.
Drake's the type of guy, you know.
We get it. He is the type of guy.
It's 2025, okay? We can enjoy the music.
Let's acknowledge the hits too.
All right. So next up, we have Stoner by Young Thug versus March Madness by Future.
This is easy for me.
Yeah, me too.
I think it's like a March Madness 1 seed, like Duke, Zion Williamson versus like Central Michigan's team. No offense. Shout out to the men's basketball team. But March Madness is just on a different level.
It is, yeah. It's going to be a tough one to beat in this bracket, I think.
Definitely.
It's kind of, I feel like it's known as like Future's best song. I feel like that's the idea.
Honestly,
among the community.
I've heard that and like Codeine Crazy.
Yeah. Which is also in this bracket. We'll get to that later. But yeah, March Madness is just it's infectious. It's just nonstop, like crazy flows. The beat's crazy, and Stoner's good, but
not even
March
close
Madness
to the level.
Is better.
Stoner was like Thug's first hit. It's one of his things that made him popular. But dude, March Madness is like, you can play that for someone that has never listened to like Future before, and they would be in shock because his flow on that is just unbelievable. Like, you don't even understand what he's saying, and not even in like a bad way, like in a good way. Like, it's just, you just love it no matter what. And then once you really break it down,
it's like a waterfall, like just flowing down. It's just beautiful and awe-inspiring. You know? Yeah. But yeah, great song. Next up, we have Harambe by Young Thug. This is one of my favorite Young Thug songs. And we have Commas by Future. This kind of hurts a little bit because I really like both of these songs.
Yeah, this is a difficult one for sure.
I think in our best production video, I said that this was one of, if not Young Thug's best beat, was Harambe. I don't know why. It's very simple, but it's just so catchy, and I think it's just like the perfect representation of like the unique kind of beats that Young Thug is on sometimes that I don't really hear other people on. So I'm a really big fan of that, but Commas is also just like, just straight like energy. It's similar to March Madness, like, and the chorus is just so catchy, and I don't know, man.
Yeah, I have some family that's from Georgia, so like I'm not gonna say they're from Atlanta or anything like that, but it's the same way where like I'm from Detroit, I'll listen to some Detroit rap, they'll listen to Atlanta rap, more hip on that. And I remember being in 5th grade, so probably 2016, right after DS2 dropped, and him asking me what my favorite song was by Future, and I said Commas because I loved it. It's just a really, really good song. Harambe, I like it. I'm not as big on it. His voice is kind of just funny to me throughout it.
Yeah.
It almost sounds like he's trying to do a Kermit the Frog impression.
I definitely understand that. That's another reason I like it though, is just because I think Young Thug, where Future is more of like the consistent, like very buttery smooth flows, I think Young Thug experiments more with his voice, and I don't know, like what might sound completely ridiculous to someone else is kind of just like revolutionary to my ears, but to each their own. I definitely understand where you're coming from. It is a very weird delivery on that song and on a lot of Young Thug songs, so I wouldn't mind going Commas here.
I'm going to go Commas here personally.
I think that's okay.
Okay. All right. Shout out, rest in peace Harambe.
Great song.
Great song.
And
Gorilla.
A great gorilla too.
Well, debatably.
We don't know the gorilla's backstory or not.
No, we do not. We
didn't get a chance to know him. But yeah, next up we have Surf by Young Thug featuring Gunna, and then Out of My Hands by Future.
For this one, it's pretty easy for me. Surf.
Same.
Surf kind of wipes I like Out of My Hands. I have some good memories and stuff with it, but Surf, that beat, there's just something about that beat. I think Pierre Bourne made it.
Yeah.
And it's like the jolliest, happiest, most summery, makes me feel good beat ever. Thug, his flow on it is unbelievable. It's so good that you don't even realize what he's saying. Like, he's saying some of the most despicable, like, evil gang things on this song. And you're sitting there like, wow, I'm so happy. This song is so good. And, like, that's exactly how I am listening to it. Gunna, obviously, great on it. Him and Thug always have good chemistry, always fit well together. I wish they make up too someday.
Yeah, one day. I'm sure it'll happen.
Yeah, but fantastic song. And Out of My Hands, like I said, good, but just not even close to Surf.
Yeah, it's off of We Still Don't Trust You. And yeah, I think that's definitely one of the better songs off of that album. For me, that album as a whole is a little bit forgettable, if I'm being honest. But there are highlights, and I think this is one of them. But Surf is it's a great song.
Yeah.
It blows it out of the water, I think. But yeah, next up we have the 2 Travis Scott features here. We have Bubbly by Young Thug, and we have First Off by Future. And Bubbly also has Drake on it. I think this is Bubbly all the way.
Yeah, literally. I'm not gonna lie.
Bubbly's one of my favorite songs ever.
I was listening to it in my head, like when we started reading it. Like it's an amazing song. I remember listening to it when it first came out. I like First Off, but I think Travis makes First Off more than Future does, in my opinion. I think the Travis first carries it. Whereas Bubbly, I think each one of them, it's Drake, Travis, and Thug, and each one of them goes crazy.
Agreed.
So,
you get a nice beat switch in there for Drake.
That's exactly why Sella put a...
Yeah. All right. So next up, that's going to finish the first round of the bracket. And next up, we have some maybe like heavier hitters coming in.
We had some first round buys.
Yeah. So our first round that we're going to do in this second round is Wait For You versus Solo. So 2 Future songs versus each other.
2 Future songs. I think for me, I'm liking Wait For You better here. I understand Solo, like I enjoy Solo. It's just Wait For You is more like stands out to me.
Yeah.
I feel like we don't often see Future kind of get in that emotional bag as much.
It's kind of a mix, you know. He has his two when he's in his feels, and then when he's trying to make a hard song, because you get albums like Hendrix that are just very focused on the moody stuff. But this, I think, is one of the best examples of him in kind of that moody bag. This also has another Drake feature on it. There's a lot of Drake in this bracket.
No, yeah, it's because
it's like a three-part bracket. We got Young Thug, we got Future, and Drake's in there too.
Literally, I always think back to Kendrick. I can't remember which diss track, but he was like, Drake, like, you're not even like black for real. You just go to Atlanta whenever you wanna portray.
You run to Atlanta when you need a check balance.
Exactly. And that bar's always kind of made me mad, because I'm like, who cares what he has to do? It's fire. I enjoy it.
Yeah.
And they enjoy it. Why would they work with him if they didn't like him, you know?
True.
So, but yeah, I really like Wait For You. I think Drake and Future both perform really well. I believe it's Thames in the background singing the whole time.
Yeah, a sample from her.
Fantastic song.
Really cool beat. Just everything all around, I think, is making it a more interesting song than Solo. But Solo is still great. But yeah, Wait For You is going to move on there. Next up, we have Like That by Future, and then we have Best Friend by Young Thug.
That's my best friend.
What do you think here?
You know, another one of the matchups where I really enjoy both songs. But if I had to go which one that I like more, I'd probably go Like That.
I would too.
Best Friend is a good song. I get reminded of it once in a while and really like it. Like I'm going through a phase with it right now where I really enjoy it. But it just like That is just a better song to me.
Yeah,
that might be disgusting to some people, but I don't know.
Sorry guys. Yeah, I'm definitely taking the beat on Like That. And yeah, just everything I said before still goes. I think the rapping on it is just crazy. It's on a different level, and just like how iconic it is. Like, I think this is gonna be like a timeless song that's gonna last a really long time. The hook is great, you know. I think that's got more going for it.
Definitely.
Yeah, that's gonna move on in the next round. And next up we have Mask Off by Future versus Go Crazy by Young Thug and Chris Brown.
I feel like these are probably like the two most mainstream songs that's on here. It's definitely two of them in general.
I feel like so many people who aren't like Future fans or even like hip hop fans would recognize Mask Off.
Everyone does.
Even if they heard the beat or if they just heard the Mask Off. Like, yeah. I feel like everyone knows this one.
Yeah. I think for me, Mask Off pretty easily.
Yeah,
Mask Off
same.
was another one of those songs that I had downloaded in my iPod when I was in like 6th grade.
It's a vintage classic.
Yeah. That's crazy. A vintage classic. Yep.
Mask Off.
Yeah, that flute sample is one of the most incredible, iconic samples probably in recent hip hop. So, yeah, Mask Off.
For sure. All right, next up we have Life Is Good by Future and Drake versus Digits by Young Thug.
You know, I love Life Is Good. I love it a lot. I think they both go crazy, but Digits, if I was a betting man, I'd bet money on Digits winning this all if I did this by myself. It's just so iconic.
So
I mean,
good.
Horses don't stop.
they keep going.
Like, it's just, I think it's one of the best demonstrations of just how talented Thug is. He goes into so many different flows. He's so incredibly catchy throughout the song. It's another one of those songs that I think is kind of similar to Mask Off, where, I mean, maybe not the flute as much, but everyone knows the horses don't stop.
Yeah.
I saw a video of a dude get a whole back piece, like a back tattoo that says horses don't stop. They keep going with a ton of horses. Yeah, that might not be what he says, but it's close enough. And
Hustlers or horses? Let us know. Which one did he say? Personally, I think horses. It sounds cooler, you know.
It sounds so much cooler.
Horses don't stop; they keep going.
Horses
it's
don't
true.
stop.
Have you ever
keep
seen a horse stop?
going. I've never in my life have I seen a horse stop.
They just keep going. Yeah.
They just keep going.
And it's very inspirational too.
It is. It is.
A lot of times in life, I feel like a horse, and I just can't. I want to stop, but I got to keep going. You know.
Yeah. I'll never stop fighting.
And Young Thug changed my life with that lyric.
Honestly, these are both inspirational songs.
They are.
Life is
good.
And don't stop. Keep going.
But Digits inspires me more.
Digits inspires me more.
When I first heard that it just kind of blew my mind, you know?
Yeah.
Like, I think this is one of the best examples of like what Young Thug can do as an artist. So
I agree.
I'm going to go Digits, but it does hurt a little bit because Life is Good is really good.
Digits just never gets old.
That's
either.
true.
I've never had Digits come on and been like, no, it's always just like as good as that first time you heard it. So it's timeless, amazing. Yeah.
Working on the weekend like usual.
That's a good song. And I also think Digits is more like not maybe experimental. Yeah, I feel like Life is Good is more of kind of like a cookie cutter, like Drake and Future, it's going to be a hit.
Yeah, true.
Whereas Digits is a lot more like Thug just doing what he wants, you know?
I can definitely agree with that.
All right.
Yeah, so Digits is going to move on. Next up, we have, Codeine Crazy by Future versus March Madness by Future. These are what I'm pretty sure known as his two best songs.
Yeah.
So crazy how that played out.
Yeah, this is going to hurt regardless where we go here.
Wow, yeah. I don't really know what to do.
I feel like...
So let's talk about Codeine Crazy first.
Yeah.
I feel like this is... We were talking about how Future has his two bags, like the In His Feels and the hard songs, and I feel like this is almost in the middle there. You get this. I think this is one of the best like trap beats I've ever heard on Codeine Crazy. It just has like this like sad vibe to it and like this like slidey synth lead on it.
Yeah.
And just the chord progression on it's incredible. Like. People talk about this song like you hear it changes your life, you know. And I feel like March Madness also gets that conversation, but they're very different, you know. Like March Madness is just a straight banger, whereas Codeine Crazy is something you throw on like you're like driving at night or like looking up at the stars, and it just like you feel like your whole world perspective is changing. So I really don't know.
Yeah, I think Codeine Crazy and March Madness, while they both are amazing songs and two of his best, Codeine Crazy, they have such different vibes.
They do.
Codeine Crazy is a lot more of like this vulnerable, like struggling with addiction while processing this fame that Future's going through. And like we just don't really see Future be this vulnerable many times. Like
I agree.
This is one of those where he's really like talking and explaining what he's going through. And like sometimes I think that gets overlooked by just how good the beat is and the, like you said, that chord progression, that slide in the background. This
808 Mafia.
This is hard. Yeah.
Wow. I don't know. I think just you got to go like personal enjoyment here. We know they're both objectively like amazing songs. I think I think I'm gonna go Codeine Crazy here.
Ooh. I was leaning March Madness here.
Okay. Well, maybe just to make it easier on ourselves, let's just flip the coin.
Yeah.
Okay. So you taking heads or tails?
We'll do tails for me. You do
Okay.
heads.
So tails, it's March Madness. We got heads.
Dang, man.
Codeine Crazy moves on.
This coin is not rocking
The odds
with me
are
today.
ever in my favor.
Coins are not rocking with me today.
All right. Codeine Crazy moves on. March Madness is gone. Second round. It's pretty strange, but it would have swept. So
yeah, that's crazy.
It had to leave at some point.
That is crazy.
But yeah.
All right.
Commas versus Check next. Commas by Future, Check by Young Thug.
Oh my goodness.
Check is another one of Young Thug's like most well-known songs, I think. And yeah, this one's tough.
Yeah, no. What's up with this? We have two of these super difficult ones in a row. Like I said, Commas was like my favorite Future song when I was a kid, and like growing up, whenever I throw it on, I mean, it's just like a mood changer for me. Whenever I throw it on, it's impossible for me not to like get hyped and like get ready. But Check is just a a peak Young Thug song. It's another one of those, I mean, most popular off of Barter 6, which is an amazing album.
I am Sub-Zero.
Yeah.
I like that line.
He...
You got London on the track. Yeah, I really don't know. I like them both a lot. Man.
I think I'm leaning Commas here just because of the nostalgia that I have with it. I wasn't as like tapped into Young Thug much when I was like a kid. I feel like he wasn't as mainstream as Future.
Okay.
And so Commas was just my song.
I think that's fair. Yeah.
It's a great, fantastic song. Don't get me wrong, but I think I would rather listen to Commas.
I think I would probably take Commas too if I had to pick between one for the rest of my life. Just because, yeah, Commas is special and like how it's able to get you hyped up so fast, like so much energy packed into one song. So yeah, I'll see that to you.
Wow.
Commas is gonna move on. Check is out of there. Next up, we have Jumpman by Future coming in. And then we have Surf by Young Thug and Gunna.
Okay, so this is like a get to know your radio host. Jumpman was the first rap song that I ever liked in my life.
Crazy.
I wrote a college essay. Actually, my essay to get into the honors college here for the Centralis, I wrote it about Jumpman by Drake and Future.
Crazy.
And how it changed my life. It was just like the first rap song I'd ever heard, and if you can't tell, I love rap. I love hip hop.
Yeah.
It changed my life. It made me into a much more confident person. It's just something that's really helped me get through my life. And Jumpman is part of the reason that I found this life. I heard it. My cousins played it for me, and I was like, "Oh my gosh, this is!" It was the first song I downloaded on my iPod. It like made me love music. So it's really hard for me to go against it. But Surf is kind of like one of the most iconic songs for me in my college days.
Yeah.
Like I said, just that beat is the most joyous, most happy-go-lucky, enjoyable thing ever. And I'd say that I probably listen to Surf a lot more now than I do Jumpman. So I'm interested to hear your thoughts.
It's like, do you go from the past or the present? You know. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, this one's interesting. Jumpman's a banger. Surf is more of a little bit more low key, I guess, with like the kind of like the jolly beat going on.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm honestly not feeling like super strongly either way.
I know.
This second round has been really difficult.
It has.
I don't know. What does your gut tell you?
You know, my gut just keeps telling me I can't abandon Jumpman, you know? It's just like, and I'm not gonna lie, if I listened to it again, like I think on my way up here over the weekend, I went home, and when I was driving back, I just had my playlist on shuffle, and Jumpman came on, and it just reminded me of how great the song really is. Like I was in there like, chicken wings and fries, we don't go on dates. Like, man, I remember looking on YouTube and watching that, like the clean version. Like So I think I have to go Jumpman. This was probably one of the hardest I've had to. Probably it was Codeine Crazy, March Madness, and then this one were the two most difficult ones
tough
so
round.
far.
But yeah, Jumpman's gonna move on, and then next up we have Bubbly by Young Thug versus Wyclef Jean, also by Young Thug. This is interesting. I really love that. That's the Wyclef Jean's the intro track on Jeffrey, which is I think his best album.
Most iconic album cover pretty much ever.
Yeah.
It's so sick.
Definitely his most iconic cover. Yeah. Just breaking conventions, you know, wearing a dress on a hip hop album cover. Yeah.
And I think that's what kind of makes Thug stand out from Future. Like they're so different is because I feel like Thug's a lot more of like a groundbreaker. He's a lot more of go out of the box, sing, do a weird voice, wear a dress, something like that. Future, I think obviously he's still done a lot of new things. He changed the game, but he just doesn't change like Thug changes.
Yeah, I can definitely agree with that. I feel like Young Thug like wears a few different masks in like the way that he performs his verses and stuff, and like how he'll really like try to sing with like some crazy like passion in his voice. Whereas Future, I mean, he does do stuff like that occasionally, but he's a lot more consistent. So yeah, you got to give Young Thug like his flowers for that. I think it's one of the best things about him as an artist. And I think honestly, I'm leaning towards Wyclef Jean here, just for the aspect of it being so unique as a song. Like just the bounce in that beat is so cool, so unconventional for a hip hop song. And like every time I hear this, like it just like fills me with energy in a different way than like maybe like a more like standard like banger like Bubbly does.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's kind of where I'm leaning here. But how about you?
Yeah, I agree. I think I would lean more Wyclef Jean here, just because I feel like it's almost kind of the same way as Bubbly as Life is Good versus Digits, where Bubbly's just more of that cookie cutter. It's less, I think it has less personality. It's just more of like a hit.
Agree.
You know, I love the song, but it's not as...
Wyclef Jean's like a Young Thug song.
Exactly.
You know?
Whereas Bubbly's just a great song.
Yeah.
You know, so...
I agree.
Yeah, I think Wyclef Jean here.
I'm cool with that. All right, so that's going to do it for the second round. We have 8 songs left. And our first round there is going to be Wait For You versus Like That. 2 Future songs. And that's funny. This is Drake versus Kendrick features. This is interesting. These are very different songs.
Very different.
Wait For You's the chill vibe, the kind of in your feels. And Like That's the complete opposite. It's just getting you hyped, getting you angry. Makes you want to diss someone. I don't know.
Yeah.
I feel like it's hard to even look at the production because they're both like such great beats.
They're so great, but so different. Like,
yeah. Interesting predicaments today. This is a really, really tough like bracket matchup, Young Thug versus Future, because I feel like they excel at very, very similar. What am I trying to say? They both feel like output the same amount of like great music, you know. Like they have their lows, they have their highs, but they're you know, they're at a similar level, I think, artistically. They just do different things well. But yeah, even here you're seeing like Future's versatility, like the 2 different kind of songs he can make with Like That and with Wait For You. So yeah, I don't know.
I know. It's almost like I literally am having trouble comparing them.
Yeah.
I feel like I can't compare them. I just have to do which one I've listened to more.
Yeah.
And
if one of them were to be deleted forever, which one would you pick? Which one do you want to keep more?
See, what I'm struggling with is I think the beat in the Future verse is better, but I like the Drake verse more than I like the Kendrick verse. But just
I think that's
based
fair.
off of, it's unfair for me to downgrade one song because of a feature, you know? Like, just
I mean, we are talking about the song itself,
yeah,
though.
That's
not necessarily like Future on it, just the song as a whole. But I definitely get what you mean. I mean, they're hard to compare. I think if I were, the way I'm looking at it right now is Like That. Like I was talking about earlier, it's very unique in Future's catalog, whereas Wait For You, I feel like that kind of sad bag is something that he might do better on other songs, like for example, Coding Crazy. And that's just me trying to rationalize like potentially eliminating it, because in reality, it's a great song.
Yeah.
There's not really much to nitpick that's wrong with it, but that's kind of like how I'm thinking about it. Just which song would I want to keep if I had to delete the other one? And I'm thinking kind of leaning towards Like That personally.
Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to go here too. I think I really like Wait For You. I've had some like good times with it, but I think I'd rather have Like That.
Okay, I'm cool with that. Like That's going to move on. Sorry, Wait For You. You made it this far, but you're out of there. All right, next up, we have Mask Off by Future versus Digits by Young Thug.
I'm not gonna lie. This is one. Like I said, if I was a betting man,
Yeah.
I'd take Digits winning this because I love it so much.
Mhm.
Mask Off, amazing song. Like I said, I loved it as a kid. I love it now, but I mean, I just think Digits is a whole different level from what Mask Off is.
I agree. Yeah, I don't have much else to say to add on to that. I agree with you though.
Okay.
Let's send Digits forward.
All right.
That one was a little easier.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like it's almost harder it's harder for some of the other ones because they don't have such like astounding highs, whereas Digits, like, it's just so far and away one of the best, like, yeah. So anyways, let's continue.
I agree. Yeah. Next up, we're going to have another Future versus Future. Coding Crazy versus Commas. Interesting one.
My issue with this one is I think Commas, now it's just kind of a worse version of March Madness.
Yeah, and Coding Crazy beat March Madness.
Coding Crazy already beat March Madness.
That's kind of what I was thinking.
Mm-hmm.
I think Coding Crazy is the better song here.
Yeah.
All right, this last round hasn't been as hard.
Yeah.
You can be grateful for that.
It's difficult, but like now
it hurts. It hurts to like kick Commas out and like kick Mask Off out, but I feel like we're identifying the real heavy hitters here.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, next up we have Jumpman by Future versus Wyclef Jean by Young Thug. This one's a little bit more difficult, I think.
Yeah. See, for me, I think I like Wyclef Jean. I like its personality and everything. But Jumpman, like I said, it's just so iconic for me. And like I would rather listen to Surf than I would Wyclef Jean, which might be crazy. Like some listener out there might have just turned off their radio after I said that.
Yeah, I'm not going to turn mine off, but I do disagree with you.
Yeah.
I think I'd rather take Wyclef Jean over Surf.
I'm not going to disagree with you when you say that, but Surf has just played such an important part of my life that for Jumpman to beat it, it would be like wrong for me to tell myself that I would rather take Wyclef Jean over Jumpman, even though it's kind of like objectively, I like Wyclef Jean's a better song. Like objectively, To Pimp a Butterfly to me is the best album ever.
Yeah.
But personally, it's probably not the best album ever. Like I don't listen to it more than I do other albums. So for that reason, I gotta go Jumpman here. But
okay.
I want to hear what you have to say.
I mean, me personally, I'd rather take Wyclef Jean. I mean, like you said, I think that's just me enjoying the amount of personality that Thug puts into that song. It just stands out a lot to me musically, probably more than Jumpman does. But I do understand where you're coming from. I think Jumpman's a banger, and obviously you have the personal attachment to it. So I can't really argue with you there. But yeah, I don't know. I think we're on two different sides again.
Mm-hmm.
Are we going to leave it up to the coin?
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's leave it up to the coin.
Up to the coin.
See if it'll finally be in your favor.
Heads
All right.
me, your tails.
Heads is Jumpman.
Top is always heads.
All right, Jumpman's moving on.
Finally.
You finally got some luck.
The late round, it's like an upset.
Yeah. All right. So that's going to do it for that round. We have a total of 4 songs left. This is going to be interesting. We have 3 Future songs and 1 Thug. Let's see if Thug can squeeze it out. First round, we have Like That versus Digits.
See, for me, this is like you have one. It's another March Madness mention.
Yeah.
It's like when one region is really weak and like a random like 3 seed like scrapes it out.
Yeah.
And then there's a powerful 1 seed in the other one that was in a hard division and still did good. And Digits.
I'm kind of surprised Like That made it this far.
I like it's just because it was in that region was obviously still good, but it wasn't to the level like Digits, Coding Crazy, and Jumpman. In my opinion, are all better. I'll take Commas over it, Mask Off over it, and Wyclef Jean over it.
Check could have beat Like That. Yeah, Bubbly could have beat Like That, I think.
Yeah,
I love Like That.
Yeah, but
I love it. It's just a crazy memory for me just hearing that song. You know?
Yeah.
I feel like we're mourning this song as we're about to eliminate
we
it.
might
But
as well as we bury
just my
it.
memories of this song. Like the first time I heard it, it was beautiful, man. Like I was sitting in my dorm living room with my friends. My friends, like, I don't know why we thought it was such a great idea to listen to this Metro and Future collab album. Like, we'd never really done anything like that before. But I was just like, hey, you guys want to do that? Just as something fun to do. It's like we knew something special was going to be there. And Like That was the song that was, like, kind of set the whole hip-hop game on fire. Not just because of Kendrick Lamar, but the fact that it was on a Future album and the fact that they were both kind of dissing Drake is incredible moment, great beat, super special song, but it's gonna have to go for Digits.
Yep. Sorry, Digits. Like That, I remember when I would hear it. I remember Travis. I don't know if you ever saw this video.
Yeah.
But that video of Travis while Future was performing, like,
just begging to hear it on stage.
Play that new one.
Yeah.
And Future been like, fine. And I remember me and my boys found that video and we were like, oh my, this is insane. This beat is crazy. Future goes stupid on it. And that's also part of the reason why that Kendrick verse kind of lets me down, because the Future verse that got taken off of that for the Kendrick verse was so amazing.
See, I've never heard that. So
I'll play it for you when we're done here.
Okay.
It's great, but and it's like I said, I still really enjoy the song. I listen to it a lot still, but Digits.
Yeah, Digits is gonna have to move on.
Digits is Digits, you know.
It's gonna be in the top 2.
Business
right.
is business.
Business is business. Yeah. So next up we have Codeine Crazy versus Jumpman. Another Future versus Future. I'm leaning towards Codeine Crazy here.
I think this is kind of also like the. I just think Codeine Crazy is. I think March Madness is probably Future's best song, but Codeine Crazy is too. And like, it's just so. It's Jumpman's a lot more of that cookie cutter once again, whereas Codeine Crazy has that vulnerability and that emotion. And I think it's just it's. I think the difference between Codeine Crazy and Jumpman is there is no other song in Future's discography that's like Codeine Crazy.
I agree.
I can find other songs that are like Jumpman. I mean, pretty much any of those songs that have a Drake feature, while I don't think they're as good as Jumpman, are still like Jumpman. Codeine Crazy, no. I don't think anything's been made like Codeine Crazy.
Yeah, the only like thing you can really pull from is also that album. Like, there's kind of similar production on Monster by Future that like makes it feel a little bit comparable to Codeine Crazy, but that one specifically, like, that's an all-timer beat. Like, it has that it factor that like it makes it stick in your head for some like just different reasons than any other song would. So yeah, I'm going Codeine Crazy here. So yeah, that's gonna move on, and would you look at that? We have Thug versus Future for the final round. Digits versus Codeine Crazy.
Yeah, this is where it gets really difficult. I'm happy that it ended like this. I think it all worked out, because when we mixed up the song together, I was worried that that like somehow we would have like Thug's best song get eliminated by Future's best song in the second round or something like, or the opposite.
Yeah.
So
but
I'm
it worked
glad
out.
that it worked out like this, or even if it was in the semifinals, I would have been disappointed. I think we had something similar to that. No, we didn't, because Kanye and Kendrick was different.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that these are both fantastic songs. There's no songs like them. You know, we've talked about them a lot, so I think I'm gonna have to go Digits here, just because I've listened to Digits way more than I've listened to Codeine Crazy. Digits, I actually have a shirt that my girlfriend's sister gave me that has the front of it is the Digits, like it's like an Apple Music screenshot of it.
Really?
And on the back it has like the lyrics of the first verse and chorus.
Oh, that's awesome.
On it. So I'm a big Digits fan, so I gotta go Digits here.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of leaning towards Codeine Crazy, and I don't know. I don't want to leave this up to a coin flip, but let me explain myself a little bit. I don't know. I'm leaning towards the production on Codeine Crazy and being such a production heavy listener, and just how the melodies in it are just they're unmatched, and I think that includes being unmatched by Digits, and they are very different songs. But yeah, man, I don't know. I'm just feeling that more of a connection to Codeine Crazy, and I think that part of it could just be what kind of songs people gravitate more to. Digits is more of a banger, and then Codeine Crazy is more of a introspective type of song, and so it's just a matter of maybe what you value more as a listener,
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, I wouldn't really be mad at either of these winning, but I think if I had to pick one to keep for the rest of my life, I would probably pick Codeine Crazy. Yeah.
See, I'm not gonna lie. I understand your point of view, but there's just a 0% chance I change my decision and go towards you. So I don't know. Do you think we could end in a tie, or would that be?
I mean,
would that be wrong?
It's kind of the same thing as flipping a coin, I feel like.
Yeah, and I don't want to flip a coin.
I don't want to let AI decide the winner.
Exactly. So
you know what we should do? We should say, "Hey, listeners, let us know what you think."
Yeah. Yeah.
Let us know at WMHW on Instagram.
I think WMHW Radio specifically.
Oh, is it different now?
Yeah. Hold on. Let me.
Yeah, pull it up. But yeah, let us know on Instagram.
WMHW Radio, just straight,
okay.
no dots, no nothing, just
Perfect.
WMHW Radio.
Yeah, let us know which of these songs you'd prefer, because we're kind of split down the middle here. But I don't think there's anything wrong with ending on a tie here. We don't have a third party to chime in, so that's just how it is. It's a bit of a stalemate, but yeah, I think out of everything here, these are the songs that I would have liked to see make it this far. I'm also really big on Wyclef Jean. I would have liked to see that go maybe a little further, but
yeah,
you can't get everything you want,
Yeah, same with March Madness for me.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah, that one was tough, but it got put against Codeine Crazy right there.
That was
his two best songs.
I think my saddest one had to be F Cancer, losing to that first round. I've just always been such a big fan of that song.
And that made it all the way into the semifinals.
Can you believe that?
Your arch nemesis.
And then, I mean, they just would have wiped the floor with any song right there. So
yeah.
All right. Yeah.
I think this was interesting. It's cool to compare two artists that are both from the same place, both coming up in a similar era, and they have so much chemistry together as artists, but they also have so many differences that set them apart.
Yeah. I think this was more interesting than that Kanye and Kendrick one, just because of, like you said, they've had that similar upbringing, that similar vibe. I mean, they have multiple projects together working with each other.
For
Kendrick
sure.
and Kanye have one song? And so I think, this was just a lot more interesting just because of that. I think it's a lot more comparable than Kendrick and Kanye, since obviously they're both rap, but they're so different. Whereas this is a lot more similar, more comparable, until the finals when you get to their greatest songs. So this is cool. Let us know if there's any other artists you want to see. We've been trying to throw around Drake and someone. We mentioned J. Cole, but they're pretty different. So let us know if you want to see Drake against anyone or any artist against any artist. We'll figure it out. Even if people swipe up and say they want to see Cardi B against Megan Thee Stallion, we'd do it. If that's what you guys want to hear, we would do it. I'd probably have to listen to some.
I'd have to refresh my memory on some stuff, but just let us know.
Definitely.
We're here to serve you.
Pause.
Yeah. Before we go, is there anything you want to shout out that you've been listening to recently?
First off, today, the day we're recording this, is Wednesday, October 22nd. Today, I saw an Instagram post. It's Baby Keem, 21 Savage, JPEG Mafia, and Roddy Ricch's birthday today.
Wow.
And
they should all do a song together.
Uh-huh.
Call it like Happy Birthday or something.
That would probably be a terrible song.
I would love to hear it though.
I would anything for new baby Keem.
Yeah,
man.
for real.
But yeah, happy birthday to all them.
Yeah.
And in terms of shout outs, it's been a little rainy, a little bit more cloudy. So I've been dipping into a different bag. I've been listening to some West Side Gun. I've been liking that jazz rap.
Nice.
One song I really recommend for you if you haven't heard it, Always Have a Choice by Havoc. It randomly came up on my Spotify like while I was driving, and it has one of the most beautiful like beats, and I don't know, there was just something about it. It's such amazing like lyricism over an amazing like sample type of chorus, and it's such
cool.
like a it's a really good song. Check it out if you haven't.
I haven't heard that.
The Giver by Mavi is another thing I've been listening to, and then
cool.
Paris,
He's
Tokyo by Luke
artist.
Fiasco is another one.
Oh, nice.
Yep. So I've been kind of been on a different bag than I usually
Getting into
am.
some more underground, maybe more experimental stuff. That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. I haven't tuned into a whole lot of new stuff recently, but I mean, there's a lot of overlap in hip hop fans and Tame Impala fans. So I mean, I guess shout out to his new album. I wasn't huge on it.
Me neither.
But there's good stuff on there. It's a vibe, but it just felt like, I don't know. Like I feel like whenever artists make like a super like, they pour everything into an album and you get something like Currents, then they feel like, oh, I'm gonna do something more minimal for my next thing. And I know he has an album in between, but that's what this felt like. Like he's just like kind of pulling back on the production and making it a lot more minimal and less interesting. And I'm like, why would you do that when you're known for your production and how lush and cool it is? That's just how I feel about it.
I
but
agree.
Yeah. Besides that, not a whole lot else. I know I'm a big fan of the JPEG Mafia and Danny Brown collab album that came out a couple of years ago, and we got a director's cut edition of that today. I don't really know why it exists. He kind of like changed the mixes on things and made them worse. I'm not really loving it, so it's a little bit of a disappointment, honestly, for one of my favorite albums. But
did he release like a YouTube video or something with it? I saw this video today of Danny Brown recording an ad-lib for it, and it was just him like screaming, like just like
yeah. The vocals, his vocal performances are just insane. But I guess like the original album is kind of known for not having the greatest mixing by like conventional standards, but I liked it because it was different and it felt like he was trying to like clean it up. That's literally what he said. It's a cleaned up version. I'm like, but it's known for being a dirty album. So what are you doing? You're kind of changing the album fundamentally. I don't know. I'm not really a fan of that personally, but it is what it is. It's kind of just a thing to hold his fans over and celebrate the anniversary of the album or whatever. So I'm not going to be too upset about it. But yeah, that's about it for me.
Yeah.
I think that's going to probably do it for this week's episode of Triple H. If you enjoyed, we're back here every Friday at 6 p.m. And you can check us out at WMHW Radio on Instagram.
Yes, please check us out. Let us know. We can only think of so many things to talk about. And since artists don't want to drop, A$AP Rocky's officially...
He's retired.
He's officially hating on Triple H by not dropping, so we can't talk about it. But yeah, if no one wants to drop, we need ideas. So please
let us know.
Please let us know.
Yeah. All right. That's going to do it for today. I'm Gabe Schall.
I'm Nate Havrilla.
And we'll see you next week.